and welcome back to part 4 this week on Top Rope Reality, episode 136. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm Mr. Kyle.
And let's start off with 10 Forgotten Ric Flair World Title Reigns, number 5, Dawn of WCW 1991.
When Sting defeated Ric Flair in their iconic encounter at the Great American Bash in the summer of 1990, it seemed inevitable that sooner or later Nietzsche would once again get his chance at redemption and, more importantly, title reclaim. That's a weird...
Reclamination.
Reclamination. I've never seen it spelled like that, but all right.
I don't think that's
more
right.
importantly, reclaiming his title.
Yes.
How about that? That day would come 6 months later on the 11th of January in the year 1991.
That's a British way of writing it, too.
It really is. It's probably a British article, I guess, ain't it?
Yeah, being like that.
Where Flair would challenge a Stinger for the NWA Championship at a run-of-the-mill house show in East Rutherford, New Jersey, WWE town.
I guess East Rutherford, New Jersey feels real nice. Run-of-the-mill town!
Run-of-the-mill house show. In WWF country. Falling just 2 weeks shy of the festive holiday, the bout itself turned out to be a late Christmas present for the fans in attendance, resulting in gold for the Nature Boy, a frankly incensed Stinger, and murky title history to follow. Capitalizing on an inadvertent ref bump by way of a Sting crossbody, a bloodied Nature, always bloodied, a crimson mask, if you will, managed to avoid certain defeat twice before getting the best of a clash of heads, with Flair landing in a triumphant convenience on top of the Stinger. Flair even pulled Sting's foot off the rope mid-count, controversy, to further add to the hellish tactics of the victory, because he's the dirtiest player in the game, resulting in a sombering dose of January blues for Steve Borden. You like how I said that? The win would officially make him a 7-time world champion in the skewed eyes of kayfabe history. However, it was the events of the weeks that followed that will put a further wrinkle in the curious title history of the Nature Boy. Shortly after the victory, WCW began to recognize Flair as the first WCW World Heavyweight Champion. However, the new WCW Championship reign was not considered an individual title reign, despite the NWA and WCW title lineages splintering thereafter. By comparison, when RVD, the WWE Championship, won the WWE Championship from John Cena in June of 2006, only to be awarded concurrent ECW World Heavyweight Championship status a week later, both reigns are considered separate championship accomplishments, making the Flair NWA/WCW scenario all the more confusing. Regardless of the blurred lines, Flair was still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion at the time that WCW officially declared him their inaugural champion, essentially making him a dual champion of both the NWA and WCW, despite the fact that he had just one belt in his possession. The fact that Flair would go on to defend both championships as individual entities further validates the claims that these reigns should be considered distinctive accolades and separate championships on his resume. Wow, that's confusing.
That is confusing. How can you have one belt? How can you... Okay, that is confusing. That is confusing.
So he didn't have the NWA title.
Okay, this is the WCW title, and it's also the NWA title, but it's the same title.
Right. It's like you're the NWA champion for the NWA. But WCW is no longer affiliated, so they want you to be the WCW champion. So you're defending a belt for 2 different organizations, but you only get to carry around one belt. What in the world? And it's not considered 2 separate reigns.
Is that number 7 on his title reigns? I lost count of the number.
That's very, very weird. But
does it count twice then?
They're saying it doesn't. These reigns should be considered distinctive accolades and separate championships on his resume. So even though he was awarded to be the first ever WCW champion, and he was the NWA champion at the time, defending both separately, it wasn't 2 separate reigns.
Alrighty then.
Boom, mind blown.
It is. Let's go now to WrestleMania 34.
Ooh, the top 10 matches here.
Did you know it's going to be in New Orleans? Because they don't promote that enough as well either.
Hadn't heard it. Hadn't heard that. So.
You're glad to hear it's going to be in New Orleans, ain't you?
Yes. Old Bourbon Street.
These are the predictions. These are predictions for WrestleMania 34 card. I mean, it's not our predictions. I just found them.
We're just going to discuss it. See if we like
them. See if they could come true and how they're going to come true.
Right.
But let's start with number 10.
10.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I mean, if it don't happen, then there's no such a thing as WrestleMania. There's no point.
This would have to be a face-face thing because I hate for AJ to turn back heel
just
so soon. Yes.
Absolutely.
And I don't see Nakamura being heel.
Never. He's going to be like the Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, which is me.
Which is all right because he's too flamboyant to be a heel. He's too outlandish, really and truly. I mean, he doesn't look like he could be mean.
Right.
You know. So yeah, but I mean, the match needs to happen.
Oh yeah, the match needs to happen.
It's a rematch from what do you call it? Wrestle Kingdom.
It could be a little friendly contest.
Oh, absolutely. They could be teaming up, leading up to it. I mean, heck, even like they've done before.
To prove who the better man is.
They've even done it before where they've had tag team champions fight each other. Eddie and Ray fought each other while they were tag team champions, but they were both technically faces.
Here's something that you add to it too.
Boom.
Add a #1 contenders match to it.
Absolutely.
Then it can go face-face.
Absolutely, because it's not about, oh, I hate you. No, I just want to be #1 contender.
Yeah.
I'm not against you.
And this is the house that AJ Styles built, and Nakamura say, no, this is my house now. So
your house is in New Japan, son. Number 9, we have the New Day versus the Hardy Boys versus American Alpha. So we have a SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown.
Right.
In a TLC match. But would it hurt my feelings that the Hardys went to SmackDown? No. Would it
Vince could have another superstar shakeup in the middle of winter months here.
I mean, could it just be a interpromotional matchup? Maybe. But I'd rather, if it's interpromotional, I'd rather it be a Raw team, SmackDown team, and an NXT team.
Yeah.
Now, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. But TLC with those 3 teams, though, would be phenomenal to take away from AJ Styles.
It would be, but if you wanted, if you're doing that route, you need to add another Raw. Because Hardy's Raw anyway.
That's true.
So you throw another Raw, and then you have 4 teams, 2 and 2.
Absolutely.
Ladder match TLC.
And I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm okay with that too.
Absolutely.
We have next Randy Orton taking on Kevin Owens' WWE title match.
Which is SmackDown?
Which would be SmackDown, yes.
So it'll be...
They're saying Owens...
We don't know?
No, they were saying that Owens is the champion.
Okay, there's no C beside the name, so I
don't know.
know.
They were saying that Owens is the champion in this prediction. No, they're predicting.
Interesting. Which, I mean, let's say Orton loses to Jinder Mahal at some point. Maybe not tonight, but at some point. Because by the time you're watching this, it's already happened. Mm-hmm. But let's just say, we're looking into the future, let's say Jinder Mahal wins. He would have to lose it back to Orton or lose it to someone like AJ Styles for Kevin Owens to get the title.
Yes.
Because Kevin Owens is not going to go after Mahal.
No.
That's just...
You've got to get a face back in there before Owens can...
Absolutely. Up next, we have Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds, taking on his former protege, Braun Strowman, which are both on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So it can work.
Oh, yes.
But again... Bray Wyatt's going to lose another match.
Oh, yes. He definitely is.
I mean, can the guy not catch a break?
He can't. He can't catch a break.
He can't. I don't think he has won a WrestleMania match. Because, the thing with The Rock wasn't really a match. It was with Eric Rowan anyway.
Yeah.
But that's... I consider it a defeat for the Wyatt family.
Yeah, I don't think he's won. I don't think WrestleMania. He's going to have Undertaker. He's going to reverse Undertaker record.
Yeah, Undertaker beat him. John Cena beat him. What's his name? Randy Orton beat him.
Yes.
Awful people. I mean, at least it's a who's who.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's like a Mount Rushmore. It's Cena, Undertaker, Rock, and Randy Orton. I mean, good company to be in, but you're a jobber to the stars.
That's what he is. Get somebody you can beat and get some wins on your belt at WrestleMania. My God, man.
Look,
Okay.
he needs to fight Aiden English at WrestleMania. My God.
Now we're going to get to...
Watch Aiden English beat him too.
Now we're getting to what we talked about.
We're going to do it for Eddie. Doing it for Eddie. Until too soon. I'm sorry.
Fatal 4-way here.
My bad.
But it is 2 from Raw, 2 from SmackDown. It's the 4 horsewomen match. It's Charlotte
needs to
versus
happen
Becky
eventually.
versus Bayley versus Sasha.
I wouldn't mind it.
Nope. I wouldn't mind it either.
I mean, it's the 4 horsewomen. I mean, they all need to be in the ring together.
You have your own storyline too.
Boom.
So, yeah.
You have a storyline that you're using. 2 of them will be talking about it on Raw. 2 of them talking about it on SmackDown. Boom. You're promoting on each show.
Okay. Now this one I'm not too sure about.
No. Baron Corbin taking on Shane McMahon in a street fight. Here's the thing. Okay. Yay! We got Shane McMahon back. He doesn't need to be at every WrestleMania.
No, he does.
He does not need to wrestle in every WrestleMania. Okay, that's great that he fought Undertaker. Wonderful match. Blah 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 blah. Off the top, through the table that had a airbag in it. Whatever. You know, he's old. We got to give him a little airbag, and that's all right.
Yes.
Him and AJ. Sleeper match. Not a lot of people were into it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "That's the greatest match I've ever seen in my life."
Yes, I know.
Yes, they were all like, the internet wrestling community was like, their keyboard was a little sticky, you know, they got a little too excited.
Did we go back to Roman Reigns?
Right, exactly. But I think Baron Corbin could benefit off of fighting an actual, regular, active competitor than Shane, because that's every year that's going to be his thing. You beat me up right before WrestleMania. I got to fight you even though I'm your boss.
But speaking of Baron Corbin, that would at least get him on the card. I mean, get him on the DVD because...
Yeah, apparently the pre-show matches weren't on the DVD. That's awful. They've always had them on the DVD.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
What does they do in Austin Aries and Neville? That was a great match.
No.
It started everything out. Why would they not have that?
The Andre John Battle Royal, the Intercontinental match. No, thank you.
Why would you not? Because you had the whole big thing about Rob Gronkowski. Why would you not have that on the DVD?
Well, that makes no sense. I don't know who's thinking of that. Doesn't make any sense. You buy the DVD for WrestleMania.
The whole experience. That'd be like, I'm going to buy the DVD for WrestleMania and the Hall of Fame's not going to be on it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want it then. You know, it don't make no sense. But yeah, the street fight thing, it doesn't need to happen. Shane doesn't need to be in there every single year against somebody from SmackDown. I know I'm mad at you.
No, he doesn't.
Mad at you. I'm going to fight you.
No,
This is not Vince and Austin. No. Okay? Let's move on from that mess.
Up next, we have a Raw match again. Kurt Angle, who is the GM, taking on Seth Rollins.
Now, see, on the flip side, I'm okay with that because Kurt just came back. Okay?
Yes, but would it be heel GM Kurt Angle taking on face Seth Rollins, or would it be good guy Kurt taking on heel Seth, who would turn his back on the fans again?
Seth doesn't need to do that.
No, he doesn't.
He's like Ricky Steamboat at this point. They love him. They loved him when he was a heel.
Yeah. When he come back, he shouldn't have been a heel, should have been a face and get the mess up from the good go.
From the get-go.
But Kurt hanging out with Stephanie
exactly
could
make him a heel.
And him getting pissed off at people, and he starts doing.
Because right now he's like, everybody loves me, but when Stephanie comes back and she's influencing him, because we know they have a history. They used to make out and stuff on backstage segments and everything, making Triple H angry at him and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a history there. So he could easily start being heelish, you know. And it would be a great match. Absolutely. But that's why number 5 with Shane doesn't need to happen.
Right.
Because, okay, he came back, he's had 2 years in a row. Good. Done. Just be a character.
He does need to
just be a character.
Backstage character, yes.
And with Kurt Angle, okay, he just came back. Let's get him back in there. He's in the Hall of Fame, blah, blah. Now let's get him in the ring.
Well, yeah. I would not
but he doesn't have to be in there every year as well at WrestleMania.
No, definitely not.
I mean, a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam, you know, that type of thing, but not every single WrestleMania, just because he's there. But up next, we have number 3.
Which was talked about, I think, before this WrestleMania was over with.
They're obsessed with it.
Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal title. Well, at least one good thing about that is the title will be back on television more, because when Roman will have it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we got to see Roman a bunch more.
Yes, go unbelievable.
Yeah, no, rough. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they've been talking about it. They would say, well, yeah, we want to make that a match a year out, you know. No.
Seen already.
Exactly.
See enough of it.
It happened at a WrestleMania, and Seth saved the match. Thank God.
Yes.
Up next, they've talked about it for a couple of years.
Because, if Brock ain't re-signing and he's losing, you know the outcome before the match even starts, and it's just a doomed match.
Right. Are they talking about him not re-signing again?
Well, next year's WrestleMania, he may be done. He may be finished for a while.
But up next, we have number 2. We have Triple H taking on The Rock. Okay. Now, before we go over it, I'm going to explain to you people, whoever came up with this needs to get off the sticky keyboard. Because out of the 10 matches, you have number 5, Shane McMahon, part-timer. Number 4, Kurt Angle, part-timer. Number 3, Brock Lesnar, champion or not, part-timer.
Yeah.
Number 2, Triple H, part-timer. Also number 2, The Rock, less than a part-timer. I mean, he is not even a timer. Okay.
No.
He ain't even there.
He comes and goes as he pleases,
and then
not to wrestle.
And then we've got one more to go, which are again going to be 2 part-timers.
Yeah.
So half of your card, half out of 10, which they're not going to have 10 matches on the card. But the 10 that you're going over, 5 of them, by gosh, 5 of them have part-timers. You can't do that.
No.
It's just, it's stupid. Now, this match, Triple H and The Rock, we saw it years ago, blah, blah, blah. I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's just, okay, so The Rock's going to get one over on Triple H. Because Triple H is not going to beat The Rock.
No.
I mean, this is the next president of the United States. He's not going to beat The Rock. Now, that may be something they're trying to do. Oh, I had a match with the president. I believe in 2020. Okay. Apparently Tom Hanks is running too.
Oh my Lord, okay. When did Donald Trump start?
Exactly. It's all going to be... Well, Ronald Reagan technically started the celebrity thing.
Yes,
but there was a long stretch. Now it's every 4 years there's going to be celebrities doing it. Next we'll have Kanye and Kim. Awful.
Rosie O'Donnell will try.
Ugh, that's awful. Yes. Hopefully no fans of Rosie O'Donnell, because I just totally offended y'all. But yeah, Triple H with The Rock.
Trust me, there's no fans of Rosie O'Donnell watching this show. I can bet on that like it did with the Undertaker thing on the Wall of Fame.
Not a lot of Democrats watching that.
No.
Okay.
I do like your little speech there. That is true. I mean, a lot of part-timers. Where's some more tag teams that are current? Where's Samoa Joe?
Yeah, where's my Dash and Dawson?
Where's Dean Ambrose? Where's
right?
We're missing a lot of people here.
We are.
Oh, I forgot. Andre Giant Battle Royal.
No.
Let's put Triple H and Rock in them and the Andre
Giant. Make it mean something. There's no Dolph Ziggler's. I mean, there's so many people that are missing off of there.
Yeah.
There's no cruiserweight match. I want to see what y'all think for the cruiserweight match. Even if it's on a pre-show, tell me. You know?
I mean, it won't get on the DVD, but go ahead.
Right? Just tell me.
But I do like number 1. I don't mind that. I know it's 2 part-timers, but I would love to see it.
But he's done.
I hope he's not done.
He's done. You don't put the stuff. You just don't do that.
I know.
You don't put the stuff in the ring and say, okay, here's stuff in the ring. Oh, just teasing. I'll be back. No. But number 1 is The Undertaker versus John Cena in a career versus career. I know the income. I know the outcome.
And the income.
And the income. A lot of freaking money to be made there. And a lot of freaking money for them to have.
But that would just go down in the list of WrestleMania matches that never happened.
Exactly. Okay, you know what? I'm still daggum butthurt about the fact that I don't get Undertaker versus Sting. So you don't get Undertaker and John Cena because of that.
Yeah, that's another one. So many, but what we get, we got Undertaker and Roman Reigns to end it.
Yay. But Undertaker and John Cena, yes, it will be a good match. But I think that ending spot where his stuff is in the ring, and that's how they end the show, that type of thing, that needs to be how they end it.
It's funny, though. He loses to Roman.
Yes.
Okay, and then they talk about he wanted to face John Cena. Vince was against it.
Right.
So you give us Roman Reigns because it matters. John Cena, Undertaker, that really doesn't matter. But we have other matches that don't matter.
Right.
You've done 100 times, Vince, out there. The matches don't matter. This don't help either guy, but we're still going to do it. Oh, this don't help either guy. Yeah. Let's give it to the big dog.
Which, I mean, I don't understand that because, in my opinion,
if Taker's gonna lose, okay, good. If the same outcome, why not John Cena? Who cares,
Right.
Everybody suspects it.
I just, but I don't know. I mean, Undertaker and Cena, like I said, would be a good match, but I don't think Undertaker.
No. Yeah, right.
I don't think Undertaker really wants to do all that. I mean, he already put the stuff in the ring.
He's done.
You know,
right. He's done. This match is added to the list of matches that we never got to see.
And yeah, it may be
Hogan, Austin, never got to see. Taker, Sting, now Taker, Cena, a few other ones. There's probably a whole list we could go over if we put our mind to it of what we never got to see that we wish we could have seen.
And we've seen them,
Flair, Hogan should have been WrestleMania.
Just not at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Instead, we got Sid and Hogan. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. And the title wasn't even in the main event. But anyway, we digress.
Yes.
And we go to the 10 new tag teams that failed miserably in the W and the W and the E.
Number 8, the new Headshrinkers.
Samu and Fatu made their WF debut as grotesque and merciless heels in the late 1992 under the tutelage of former WF Tag Team Champion Alpha. The Headshrinkers introduced a whole new generation of fans to Samoan wrestling as they continued the legacy or the stereotype, depending on your can't say the word. Your perception, I guess.
That's it.
Anyway, established by the Wild Samoans back in the long time ago.
Yeah, 70s.
By the Wild Samoans as very physical, savage beast. Eventually, the Headshrinkers captured the World Tag Team Championships as baby faces. Baby faces. That's weird. In 1994, and became the company's premier tag team. Unfortunately, this run was short-lived and would not carry into 1995.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, that's you're the premier tag team. Well, not in a year you won't be. By 95, Samu had been replaced by Sion, S-I-O-N-E, who was formerly the Barbarian, who apparently, again, a wrestler that got a weird gimmick, because why couldn't you just call him the Barbarian? We know who he was. It's not like he looked any different. And Alpha was replaced with Captain Lou Albano, who is not Samoan.
No.
Makes
but
no
that's
sense.
fine. He's the master of tag
teams.
Yeah.
Yes, Teddy Long makes tag matches, and this man manages the tag team. And the new Headshrinkers went downhill fast. Captain Lou attempted to civilize the new Headshrinkers, including making Fatu and the Barbarian, because I can't even say that word, wear boots rather than wrestle barefoot. And the team was soon shuffled down the card. Not only did their spot change, but so did their value as a team. Rather than competing as top contenders like the original Headshrinkers, Fatu and Barbarian primarily, I ain't gonna say it, lost to newer teams like Bam Bam, Big Ol' and Tatanka. Exactly. Who was a makeshift tag team. And the Blue Brothers, who is the Harris twins. And they disbanded by the summer of 1995. That is awful.
No wonder it's on the list.
Awful. And then, of course, Fatu went on to be Rikishi. Before Rikishi, he was the Sultan.
And Barbarian went to WCW.
Exactly.
As the Barbarian.
As the Barbarian, as he should have been. The whole time.
Well, that's it for this week, folks, as we go watch a Backlash and see what happens.
We're 10 minutes into the...
we hadn't missed Ty Dillinger and
that'll probably be the end of it.
Aiden English.
But next time on Top of Rally, we'll have ringside news as always. Pro Wrestling review of the Monday Night Wars. Greatest wrestlers of all time. Tag Team Edition.
I know 2 more to go bye-bye.
That's right. The 10 forgotten Ric Flair World Title reigns.
Number 4.
And we continue with the 10 new tag teams that failed miserably in the WWE. Number 7. And we'll have some countdowns.
Yes. Plus, we are going to bring back Sing Talk.
No saying talking.
We're gonna sing talk of the theme for Great Balls of Fire.
Oh boy. Do we have a theme already?
No.
Oh, we're just gonna make one up and be stupid.
No, we're gonna do Great Balls of Fire.
The actual song. I hope that's not the theme for the daggone pay-per-view though.
Would WB, if that's the name of
Fozzy will do a cover of it. We can't have Jericho in the ring. We'll have Jericho do every single one of our shows.
Hey, he did NXT, so.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. There was 2 theme songs, which is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Spent money for no reason. But anyway, that's going to be it for episode 136.
I know. My God, we're just cranking them out.
Cranking them all out there.
I want to thank everybody for watching this week, and hope you enjoy Backlash, because it's got a lot to live up to with NXT, so. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I am Justin Carter.
Join us next time where you might have Justin Carter say...
Somebody likes macaroni and cheese.